Dire team ban. Navi's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick. Navi's turn to pick.
Puck!
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Tidehunter.
Dire team ban. Navi's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ogamajoi!
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Skywrath Mage.
Navi's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Legion Commander.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Tiny.
Navi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Первый легион командора. Если на тебя побежит
Dire team ban.
居然搬了个潘达。
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Navi's turn to pick.
Weaver.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
БКБ, да?
Он не бьет в БКБ, вот в этом такой минус. Но тут я могу сказать, что может быть вообще какой-то
10
Эмбер Спирит
seconds
может зайти
remaining.
на самом деле вот под всю эту связку. И я так смотрю, его не забанили. Синг-Синг у нас
5
хорошо на нем
seconds
исполняет.
remaining.
Может вообще зайти какой-нибудь Темплар Ассасинка, потому что ребята играют за Дайр. И... Опа!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle.
Oh, thanks a lot.
"30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Illusion! A gift from the goddess. Denied.
First blood.
That was but the first taste of revenge.
Behold!
That's enough.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Better not.
disagree with your alliance, yet you do make a compelling argument. Silence!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Taken before my time.
You made your bedrock, now die in it.
Stay near. Silence. I'm out.
Tis mine.
Puck out. Silence.
No, you don't.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Don't mind me. Behold!
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Invisibility.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Denied.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
A prize!
My wings are broken.
Pain.
Here I am, son!
Return to sediment.
Gentle growth!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Silence!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gather silence!
Double damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Creep, so I can have ice armor on myself. And then you can even go for Hyperstone over the plate. Helps you, it boosts your farm.
Nice little combination. What if you just ask one of your teammates as well to build a Dominator, and then they can take the
No,
sacrifice
but it's
for
nice
you.
for you too. I think Satanic is really good in Tiny.
Yeah.
Just
The,
so
the
hard to
problem is
take
you're never
damage
going to
off.
finish it until you want to become fully 6-slotted.
Yeah, kinda. I think maybe if you time them is fine.
Dendi and Koitva, they're so close, but that's the vision of the Radiant side, that's the vision of the Dire side. So they see Dendi all stomp up, they need a little bit more control, and the Ravage will provide that. But again, you see the Ravage go down. Does Na'Vi now want to try and push while this is on the sideline?
Radiant's bottom
Especially when they
tower
see
is under
Bulba
attack.
walking past the Observer Ward. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade-off if Bulba can't get out. VS swapping him back and into the duel. More importantly, they're giving more damage into this Legion commander.
I think they want to kill
Radiant
Roshan
structures
while
are
Ravage is down. I
fortified.
think that's the best objective they can have right now.
Can
Weaver with Aegis can keep split
Radiant's
pushing
bottom
safely,
tower
and
is
then if
under
you still want
attack.
to force the issue, you can still go.
I'd be a little concerned about trying to go into the pit this early on. Because you still got like your Blink Dagger heroes, and you could relocate the Tiny into that. And a choke point for an
Radiant's
avalanche
bottom
toss.
tower has been
But at the same time,
denied.
if you pour it into a Pack Silence, they can also just hide.
Sonic wants some help here in the mid lane. He'll need it too. The puck orb, he jumps up. He can't get the body block off. Now Sing Sing, Avalanche, they go for the return Gush. There will be the toss back at Funnick. He's already got the blade mail up, and then the Mystic Flare from Bulba will get the kill. So they do manage to finally end that killing spree. Well, they want to go for more. Sing Sing tosses a bubble. He wants to throw an EGM, but he got the range creep instead while the hoof stomp from Pycat. Look at the target, then he jumps himself back in to initiate with a Force. They pick off Bulba as that Skywrath Mage. EGM, he's got bugs on him, which is not helping. That negative armor is really dropping him low. He needs to relocate, save them out. Successful time, and the Avalanche is meant to buy him that time too. And EGM has to sacrifice himself. He can't come with Sing Sing. I'm sorry, EGM. Your life shall be over. A Force waits for him, this done, and it's just too easy. The creep wave wasn't close enough for him, but they made sure they got this done the second he arrived in the lane.
Such a good timing for the Weaver. He was flying his BKB from base, and then he gets it right in time before the fight.
But he only picked up the Skywrath Mage, and they did bring down the Legion Commander.
Oh, they get a whisk too, but it was really weird for Funnick to go there. He had 14 seconds cooldown on his ultimate.
Yeah.
There was no reason to blink in and try to hit because
I think he wanted a body block. I think that was the primary thing. He wanted to hold him in position so the rest of his team could catch up.
But he was just Puck, and well, Puck doesn't just kill a Centaur or
That's true.
Tiny either. None of those heroes die from that.
I think also Danny should be very happy he was able to dodge Pycat's hoof stomp. If that connected, then they may not have been looking as good. And that Aghanim Scepter, so 22 minutes in, is how long it took for Sing Sing. He's going to realize too that this camp is blocked up, and more importantly too for Na'Vi, they can ping out the fact that if they were looking close enough, there's that D ward. If they're looking close enough, they'll realize now the Tunny does have that axe.
Okay, then he went for Boots of Travels actually.
Really?
It's pretty unconventional. It's super farmy Puck.
It's also changing his build. We're removing the match like a fraction of a second too late. Then he's still got that Blink Dagger available, but he doesn't have a TP scroll. The center ulti will go Sing Sing. He could check in the tree lines as just a random avalanche, which he does, but it's way too late. Of course, no, I'm going to say no TP scroll, he's got BTs. Blech.
They're hoping to scout him with the Wisp balls, but none of them hit.
No, too late.
You walked the wrong way as well.
Koiva's a long way down on this bottom lane. He does not want to die right now.
Supposed to be fresh on Tide.
Yeah, there's no reason to risk this. That's a blink into the tree line. He can soak up the experience. You'll see a Vorst here as well. And the pings are coming out saying, yo guys, check a little bit further down. Like, we know he has to be here because they have an observer ward inside the lane a little bit further up here, which is watching around where that tier 1 tower used to be. Then Koiva blinks in deeper and away from a Vorst. Successful escape.
That's like a poke.
He was able to crack level 14 while he was there too.
Such a poke. He went in Gush him and then he just blinks and ports out.
Trying to make Na'Vi waste some time searching for him. And this is buying a lot more time for Sing Sing to continue this farm. Like, the Aghanim Scepter was only step 1 for the Tiny. And we have to always remember that while you have a Wiz Tiny on your lineup, all these tier 1 towers and tier 2 towers which exist, you lose one fight and these towers are gone after that point. And even if you don't lose one fight, if you go for a bad trade-off, like you smoke gank, you try and search for a kill, Wiz Tiny can just relocate in, and if the fortification is down, they will take the tier 1 tower very quickly. And Dendi, he can't stay here and fight up against Sing Sing. He needs help.
Sing Sing should actually probably buy a Golden Blade. It helps you farm a lot. It boosts the farm so much, especially when you farm jungle so much.
But Sing Sing doesn't go half measure items. Another haste room for Dendi. So another reason for Team Tinker just to back themselves up a little bit further. They're watching Koiva on the bottom lane, know he's farming up Ancient, so there's no extra help to coming towards that middle lane straight away. And Bulba's also in the neighborhood with that fresh BKB being purchased on Funnick. It's got to still fly out though, so they're not ready to fight just yet, and every single ulti from Team Tinker is available. But you got on bottom lane, Pycat doesn't want to borrow this just yet. He's running his own Midas on the Centaur.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, but I'm not sure how much Na'Vi wants to fight anyways, even with the BKB. Because at the same time, they do have 2 Midases against 1.
Yeah. And even if they jump in, like you try and duel onto Sing Sing, the relocate save from EGM will be fast enough. And you got double Ravage now up for Koiva. So this refresher orb, this could make him go bounce all the time. You sure you got a BKB on a Vorst and now over on Legion Commander, but if you get caught with
Radiant's
your pants down,
bottom
like
tower
for
is
example
under
here,
attack.
Funnick, the relocate, it's going to come. They want to have a crack at Funnick. They need more help. There's that BKB going to trigger. How much damage they really have? He turns the Blade Mail on, and Pycat hurting himself. The Dream Core going to hold him here, and Funnick starts the duel. Sing Sing, he needs more damage. The BKB has now worn off, and the relocate
Dire's
actually
top
pulls him
tower is
back
under
up
attack.
towards the middle lane and leaves Koiva for himself, and
Radiant's
same with
bottom
Bulba.
tower is is under
Not if they
attack.
really wanted to leave him there, but
I don't think they saw the BKB before they actually went in.
Dire's top
if
tower
they did,
is
they
under
never would
attack.
have. Because they knew the Avalanche toss combo then wouldn't have connected, and they needed that to work for the quick kill on the Legion Commander. And now you got a massive problem, and that's Roshan. Sure, you do
They
actually.
could still fight it, so.
Yeah, they can, because they're double Ravage. Sing Sing, there's your Avalanche toss combo. Looking for the
Oh,
cleave, the
Tide.
stun. Where is this Tidehunter? The Ravage, he does it from the high ground. Now blinks himself in to get the secondary Ravage. Kills off Ogre. He'll kill off the Vengeful Spirit as well. But you got the Tiny on the sideline. The hope's not to ensure the VS does die. Funny comes back into the engagement, and Tidehunter, that wafted first Ravage, did not help his cause.
No, if he actually hit that first Ravage properly as well, it's so much better.
What did something put his Blink Dagger onto cooldown?
I don't think so. I was watching him and he just walked all the way, but I don't think it happened. I think he maybe just wanted to do it faster or something, but it doesn't really make sense.
Just a little bit of a misclick. It's what it could have all just come down to. But if he hit that Ravage initially, he would have got both of those heroes in the stun.
Yeah.
And that,
I think he
just failed.
would have probably paid more attention to his mana boots as well.
Yeah.
So then he could have had mana boots and then he has mana to Anchor Smash or Gush if he wants to.
Well, with those fights now, Na'Vi increase their advantage even further. 7,000 up in the net worth, as well as the experience also starting to rise. And that Yule Scepter has arrived on Denny, so they have a second form of disable now, or escape mechanism over on the puck. So killing Denny's becoming very, very problematic. There's Wisp relocating, doesn't really work for that anymore. But you're seeing what this is all about from Team Tinker. All they want is just the crit, they want the quick physical damage during the engagements, and then start to take the towers directly after.
Then he's applying so much pressure in those lanes actually.
You can't do anything with it.
It's so good for him because he's farming.
Okay, Pycat must have thought there's a lot more. Actually, this is really smart when you think about it. Dendy is acting like he's got an entire team behind him, and the Yule Scepter is the initiation. That's the reason why Centaur triggers off the Stampede. He's worried that the rest of Na'Vi is about to jump him, but the rest of Na'Vi was in Roshan. They just took out the Roshan, they took Aegis the Immortal.
And like the mindset behind it is that he goes and heals the Centaur just so the Centaur cannot blink on him actually.
Yep.
He never wanted to do anything else.
And the next time, well, he did use his blink to get himself up into the lane, which Denny would have seen. So he wouldn't have had that jump in anyway. But the fact that next time Denny does that, maybe Pycat won't trigger the Stampede. And then he gets caught by the rest of Na'Vi. That's when it's like next level mind games from the boys.
Tide is so close to 16. Gets his Ascension stack and, I mean not stack, but camp, and then he gets his level 3 ultimate.
Well, as long as the guys don't come in too close. Sing Sing does have that Crystallis now, so his damage output is still 250 with the potential for crit, and he is able to cleave. So if you're thinking this game is over with Na'Vi with over 10,000 net worth and experience advantage, I can tell you right now, it's not. When you have a Wiz Tiny on the field, anything is possible. It's only going to take one time when Na'Vi get caught out of position for a good crit that you just start to drop. But then again, when Weaver also picks up a DD rune and the Desolator is going to be his
Radiant's
next item of
middle
choice.
tower
I'm not
is
sure
under
what just
attack.
happened. Funny,
Dire's
tried to
top
go on
tower
Tiny,
is under attack.
he buffs himself,
Dire's
uses BKB, he
structures are
blinks in,
fortified.
and then he actually doesn't do all. He just walks back afterwards.
Well, they can go on middle lane then. Centaur ulti, VS not going to cancel that. Skywrath Mage going to die in the meantime up on the top lane. And Pycat trying to move down the Funnick. Now it's time to duel. He kills off Pycat. At the same time,
I also get a Wisp.
yeah, the Wisp drops,
And
so
he
Voss
skips
was
his
in there.
HP.
He did that entire fight without his Desolator. And Denny, Denny, as you said, like lives on very, very low life.
It was such a good use on the Tide on fall. If he doesn't heal the Tide, he ravages again, then Weaver loses the Aegis at least.
Well, with these heroes down now, like I know it's
Dire's
two
middle
supports as
tower
well as
is
your
under
core.
attack.
What is Pycat even meant to be building into at the moment?
I think he wants to go hard, he just wants to be tanky.
Dire's
I
top
suppose that does
tower
actually
has
make him a little bit
fallen.
more powerful too when he tries to go for his jump damage. But I don't know if tankiness is really going to be enough for him in this game. Because he's still only walking around with 10 armor, going up against a Wave of Terror and a Desolate effect.
I mean, Centaur with hard is one of the hardest heroes to kill ever.
Sing Sing moving up. They found Ogre Magi, the Avalanche, and Toss throwing the Tidehunter on top of him. There will be the multicast over on Sing Sing, but the Tide's already picked up the kill. And he does have that Ravage available if they do try and initiate him. And we've got mass warding absolutely everywhere right now. There's 3 Dire Sentry wards on this top lane.
Yeah, and look at the positioning of them. They're
Yeah.
so close of actually dewarding, but then nope.
In towards the middle lane, Funnick Waiting for the right jump target. The Aegis Maul's only got 2 minutes left on it. And now
Oh, they-
Pycat, they found Funnick in the tree line with the Gush and the Avalanche, tossing him in. VS looking for the swap. He actually pulled Pycat out of this one. The Vanscore gonna melt inside the Mystic Flare. The duel is on right now. Funnick, he does become a winner, but he might lose directly after. They both blink after him. Of course, how much damage? Holdstop, he's got time lapse still available. Is he gonna get it off in time? And the answer is yes. He's able to get it off, which means the boss can now move over to Bulba. Denny will die in the meantime. Bulba, 5 life points, escaping out. The orb will fly, but the Sentry Ward still reveals him. The Aegis Immortal will go. The toss is off cooldown right now. Koifa doesn't have himself anything. They toss the boss up. Remember, there's still no time lapse. Bulba, for some reason, he stuck around just for the seal. Sing Sing needs more damage, and they got it. The double kill comes in for Sing Sing. 18-12.
I think Kavos is just fine if he just kept running, but he turned back. He was too greedy, and then he dies because of it.
He doesn't want the kill. Koifa.
He got baited,
Did
man.
you see him? He didn't see him. Ogre Magi knows where he is, but he needs more help. Vanscore's too far away.
Teddy's probably gonna aim for Shivas here, and he's getting closer and closer to it.
He's jumping in. Relocate. They're bringing in the assistants. Vanscore. It's what happens when you leave your 2 supports around, but they're going to still kill one of them. Sing Sing does bring down one.
Sing Sing
He needs to
wants to
toss
toss
EGM in. He's got it off cooldown, but he's not in range of the Ogre Magi. And now, yep, there's your relocate ending. Multicast with both. Okay, now they just toss him in. The help's coming in. Where's the duel? It goes on Koifa. He won't have enough life points to tank this up. Not the entire Funnick duel. Now 106 bonus points of damage into that Legion Commander.
He's getting close to what I'm assuming is going to be an AC on Legion. I think they need some more armor. And especially if Titan is gonna go Shivas, it's good to have the minus armor.
Yeah. Right now, though, Team Tinker, like, they're definitely making life very hard for themselves. Now, the Tiny is getting up in the farm. 3,000 gold after having the plate mail as well. Buys up the Hyperstone.
Dire's middle tower
Is there anything
under
else over on
attack.
the Courier? No, there is not. So he
Then
still
he's
needs a little bit
close
more
in
time
on
to
Hex.
farm.
He needs a Void Stone and then he has a Hex as well.
So everything's starting to move forward for him.
Pycat almost at his heart too.
He's been there for a while, though.
Ah,
He just hasn't died
So close.
as recently as before. There's Vanscore as well as Avorsta searching for him. But Pycat, he needs to buy 2 more seconds. 2 more seconds and he's good. The Wave of Terror is still on cooldown, so they won't get the vision on him. And
He's just
Pycat
gonna
is,
avoid
he's only
this
going to
right
TP to the
choice.
tier 2 tower, because they still want to fight here.
they can't go for it if they want.
Well, the
I
relocate's
mean,
off
they don't
cooldown.
fight, they try to catch someone just a random pick off, I guess.
Once the AC is up and running, then they'll relocate wherever they can find pickoffs. They also need to make sure this fortification keeps getting triggered. Because there's 2 tier 1 towers up and running. Sing Sing can't just jump himself in and start taking out this map control yet. And that's really important for Team Tinker. One, it's an injection of money, so he can finish things like Heart on Centaur. He can do it now because he's got the cash for it. But at the same time, they need that injection of money for both the supports too. EGM's walking around with Bottle and Urn. There's not much to really write home about. And Bulba, this guy's got Staff of Wizardry. He hopes for a 4-staff at one point,
so too.
but it's just too far away.
Okay, Koikwa bought an ultimate orb, so that is not a Shivas. Do you think it's gonna be a Linken's or a Hex? I would say Hex against the puck.
For Koifa,
Yeah.
I would like to think it's a Scythe of Vice. But at the same time, like, with the initiation, he might try and just go in for the Lincoln. No, the Lincolns wouldn't be smart when you got Ogre Magi ability to multicast. Yeah, it's...
I mean, the only way it makes sense to go for it is because he thinks he will maybe get dueled and die in the duel.
Yeah. But at the same time,
wouldn't be
there's a
too
lot
bad
of other
either.
abilities which will be triggering off that Lincoln Sphere. So... It's not really worth it. In this case, it should really be the Hex. They need a secondary controller over on the Weaver once the BKB wears off. Because they need to extend the amount of time they can dish damage into the Weaver. If they can't do that, then Havors can just run rampant. They need controls
They also
on
don't
him.
have anything to catch the puck with either.
Yeah.
So if they hex the puck, they can kill the puck. But if they don't hex him, the chances are really small.
Yes. Well, right now, they're back into their farming. Sing Sing still working on that top lane. He's finished his AC. The next build, of course, will be the Daedalus. Well, the Koifa, he's a long way from home here. Just trying to mop up most of the Radiant jungle. That Aghanims for Ogre Magi now is also 1,000 gold away. The Courier, in fact, has also purchased up a heart, so Horvorst, well,
Yeah,
they
I was
can
gonna
hex
say
him
he
up, but
needs
he's
to
got
go hard.
a lot of life points to get through now.
He really needs a heart. Make sure that he can get bursted out.
Yeah. At the same point, though, Sing Sing now has to increase his damage. Like, he won't have a big window of opportunity to dish out the damage onto a Vorst. If you can catch him with the BKB down, then the Avalanche and Toss might help him enough where he wouldn't need the full Daedalus right now. But if that BKB is going to trigger, he needs to swing and cleave off half of the life points of the Weaver with like one cleave. Like, that's how much he has to dish out right now. Because they need to get that Weaver down before he's capable of time-lapsing. And that also means, too, because it's also the downside about a Weaver. When do you want to time-lapse? The animation is still going to be there, and you're going up against a crit which can take half of your life points off. You don't want to be doing it halfway through.
So one more disable can just kill you, even though you have like 60% HP.
Yeah. The other downside too is the fact that Weaver can't rebuy his BKB. So he's got a 6-second BKB right now. You're 36 minutes in, and this game could go late. Goodbye Bulba. Looks like a solo win for Funnick. But yeah, this...
One trick he has though is that he can
Radiant's
also
top
die and then
tower
buy
is
back
under
and use the
attack.
time lapse to go back in the fight. But you'd never really want to do
Dire's
that
middle
actually.
tower
This
is
Radiant
under
Ward, the
attack.
Eul Scepter up right now. EGM, he could relocate save. They've lost vision because that Ward just timed down. And they're not quite sure, do they want to go on EGM or do they want to go on Sing Sing? The tether away, it's a lot of damage and he'll actually end up killing him. The Puck with the Dream Call damage as he got pulled out of that one. It was just one swing from the Legion Commander, took half of his life points away. He's got bonus 124 damage from just the duels. Now mid lane, Ravage, there is your Avalanche Toss, and they actually commit both Ravagers in order to kill off a Vorst. The commitment is very high from Team Tinker, and they need to get more from this. They need to like push it in that mid tier 1 tower, get some map control.
I'm not sure if they can with the Ravagers.
Yeah, with both of them down, they might be more concerned. They would have loved just to poke in and pick up Roshan, but he's not going to spawn for just over another minute. There's too much missing here.
Sing is getting very close to Daedalus 2 on Tiny.
Yeah.
He needs that buff.
But that commitment from Team Tinker, it shows you how much little confidence they have in their damage output right now. The fact that you would actually commit both of the Ravagers when you had the Avalanche Toss combo hitting. And that's what we're talking about with the BKB too. Like, you catch a Vorst with the BKB down, you have enough damage with the Tiny that you can get through him before he can time-lapse. Obviously, you still require one more stun, which in this case was brought by the Ravage.
Well, he's gonna have the Hex and the Titan now. He just needs pickups.
Yeah.
It's gonna help them in the pickups.
Yep. Especially if you can take out like heroes like Ogre Magi. Because he's also a big problem maker for your support heroes. Maybe not the biggest
Dire's
ones in the world. Like,
bottom
obviously, you still
tower
want
is
to try
under
and bring
attack.
down these cores. If you can get Legion Commander on the back, then you're looking pretty damn good. But maybe because of his damage output.
Yeah, it's nice, but they will always just try to focus on cores. It's just too important not to.
Yeah. And just hope the Ogre Magi doesn't multicast in every single hit.
It's nice that maybe you get an Ogre kill, but if you use too much for this goal, you'll just end up giving room for Weaver to kill you.
Pykat's getting pretty close to having his own Shivas gun up
Radiant's
and running.
top tower is under
Obviously,
attack.
with the Tidehunter already picking up the Tiny picking up the Assault Cuirass, there's not much
yes,
point to go for more.
Radiant's top tower
We've actually
has
got now,
fallen.
well, a lot of pressure being applied. The top
Roshan
tower was
has
brought down, but
fallen to
Roshan
the
has already been
Radiant.
picked up by Na'Vi. They'll all TP themselves up towards that top lane. Dendi, you got the Eul Scepter up. Plycat needs a way out of this one. He'll trigger his Stampede, but he's already killed. But Funnick hexed up by Koifa. He's considering a jump in, but with no Ravage, he can't really help out Plycat. The support was rotating over as well from Bulba, but there was no way they were going to get there in time. While in the middle lane, okay, I thought for a moment he was going to toss in and try and have a crack over and over on the Paul of the
They're
Weaver.
a bit scared.
Yeah, rightly so.
When the Ogre is their fault, there's just no way they're going back.
No, they're TPing out. They need to fight from inside the base. That tier 2 tower in the middle lane is actually toast. Like, they can try and do the split push. In fact, that's exactly what Sing Sing should be looking to do more of now. Like, just split push it out, and when the fight begins, relocate your hero back in again. There's no reason why you can't add side lane pressure.
Dire's
You know this
middle
tier 2 tower is
under
dead in the
attack.
mid. Like, there's not even worth the fortification for it.
Dire's
No,
middle
it
tower
would be a waste.
has fallen.
Yeah. They want to wait until the attack comes on the top of the tier 3
But
tower.
the more towers Na'Vi kills, the more map control they gain, and then it's just getting harder and harder for for Team Tinker to play.
Yes.
So they need the map control so they can
Dire's
actually
middle
do the
tower
catch.
is under attack.
But you can't catch when you
Radiant's
don't
bottom
see anything.
tower is under
You're just
attack.
always scared.
There's that fortification. Then he actually uses BTs to come down here, so his TP's on cooldown. If they want to, they could have a crack. And actually hit seeing the ping, they want to actually come in this area. That's where they want the relocate to happen. But there's a Radiant Observer Ward would watch for any kind of like movement there, and there's your relocate. They found Vanscore. Support, well, the Weaver is in the neighborhood. He did throw out the bugs, but of course there's a way to safety. So your relocate's only going to be picking up the Vengeful Spirit. They do, of course, hold their tier 3 tower in the mid. And the relocate, well, they come back down to the bottom lane, but there's no one there to try and capitalize on the move back. But this is now the full Daedalus as well in for Sing Sing. So his damage is getting bigger and bigger, but he's going through now 2 hearts as another one has appeared over from the Legion Commander.
And look at the puck farm as well. See, the Midas is just giving so much so far.
Yeah.
He's going for the standard Dagon, and then he's gonna max it out and buy E-Blade at some point.
That's one easy way to get an instant kill on a Wisp. Especially still a
is.
very under-leveled Wisp. He's the lowest level on the map. He's level 11. Skywrath Mage also still very ineffective. Has Bulba got anything? He's actually finished his 4-staff now. That's what's over on the Courier. So he's feeling a lot more confident with life, but at the same point, you just got a level 3 Dagon appear on the puck.
Wow.
He's almost got enough
burst
money for a
damage
level
is real, man.
4.
He has so much burst damage right now.
Good reason that Ty picked up the cloak.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And
attack.
still, Weaver, his damage output. What do we actually look for next over on the Weaver? Do we just go for something like a Butterfly and sell that hand to Midas?
Radiant's top
Is the
tower
Butterfly
is
even going to be
under
I think
useful?
Butterfly is good against Tiny for sure, because Tiny is not a kind of hero that wants to go MKB usually.
Yeah.
But in theory, he could just
Radiant
go for it as well.
structures are fortified.
Well, he just goes for that bottom tower, that's mid tower.
tower
While
is
bottom
under
lane,
attack.
Navi, they
Oh,
push. There's no
damage.
fortification because they use it to defend their middle lane,
bottom
and they've got to
tower
come back to
has
defend right now. Sing Sing, no way to jump in. Koifa, he's got his ulti up, but now he sees the BKB triggered off by Funnick. Remember, it's a low duration, but they've already brought down the range rack. Force wants to finish on the melee. He gets avalanched up. He wants to still finish the job here, but who's he going? He needs to come back to fight in the heroes. Koifa still got this Ravage available. Vanscore, low on life. Pycat can't finish the job, and Koifa still can't find a good target. They get through the Aegis, the Immortal. That's the Weaver coming back to life again. The Sun onto Koifa. Weaver, the BKB will go for the cleave damage. There's your duel. Finally bringing down the Tides. There was no second Ravage, but they don't get the melee racks. They're trying to retreat back out, healing up Vanscore. Will they go back in?
Yeah, I think they heal and they go. They have some urns that he can use as well in the Legion buff.
You've still got another Centaur jump in, and Sing Sing's got buyback, so they could lose out on a lot here.
Dire's
And
bottom
Sing Sing,
barracks are
can he
under
get in
attack.
close? There's your swap, the Hex. They're going to bring him down. The relocate, it is a relocate save, but not in time. Sing Sing will drop, he'll buy back in. They must hold this bottom ranks. Still not brought down by the rest of Na'Vi, while Pycat dropping low in life. Now your Avalanche, toss combo, needs to cleave, but the timeline's back off cooldown. Another follow-up on to Sing Sing. Funnick, not even getting the duel off, is coming off cooldown in 5 seconds time. At the BKB, it was his second duration on that one. Dendy, Hoof Stomp, it catches him. One swing from Sing Sing. No, he tosses the dead corpse of Dendy up and towards the air. And they need to chase further. Toss, 3 seconds away. That'll throw Pycat onto the retreating Ogre Magi, who needs to try and turn and stun right now. He doesn't have mana for it, so he tosses in fact the Wisp. He does get the Avalanche toss out, but Dendy, well, man. Okay, Dendy, silence on 3 heroes. He's sticking around Dagon. It's off cooldown. He wants to kill off Sing Sing. They turn around Funnick. The duel is available. He wants Sing Sing. Try and catch up to him, and now he can. The duel into Sing Sing. 2 minutes on the sideline. Pycat into the tree lines as well. The Park Orb, as much damage as possible. EGM down Pycat. No saving grace. He's stuck in the trees where it is not safe to be. 100 seconds on the sideline. They can push in now and take that tier 3 tower in the mid. Seeing the ping instantly coming out as well from the Ogre Magi. They want to go high ground and get a second Raxing.
I think they could potentially kill the wall base during this time. There's just one Ravage to go with and a Skywrath. That's all they have to defend with.
Well, that's not enough. But it's nowhere near enough.
They could maybe,
Dire's middle
but probably
tower
not
has
even kill
fallen.
one here with those.
Well, Funnick wants to jump. Blink Dagger up. He doesn't have duel right now.
Dire's
He
middle
will get the
barracks
Misty
are
Flare
under
dropped on him.
Dire's
Ravage as
middle
well,
barracks
tanking up the
has
tier
fallen.
4 towers. In fact, Dendy,
Dire's
but
middle
they've already brought
barracks
down the
has
mid.
fallen.
So they
Okay,
forced
they
out
forced the
the Ravage as well as the Mystic
Now
Flare.
they killed top lane.
Yeah, there's,
And then you just can't stop them.
he knew he was going to survive anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, the bench for being ready for it.
And that full Butterfly is over on the Weaver now. So no direct damage. Tiny picks up a Mask of Madness. It's kind of YOLO. They need to hold up the towers. Funnick with the BKB. He wants to blink and duel. He's going to find the target, and it's Koifa. Look at that damage output from the Legion.
500 damage.
Plus 178 from a GG is the call. Game number 1 here will go to Na'Vi, giving him a 2-0 advantage because of the winner's bracket advantage. Team Tinker, they are facing up against what no team ever wants to face up. They have to get 3 consecutive wins against Na'Vi on LAN in order to win this grand final.
This is gonna be really tough for them.
It will
And
be.
They need, I don't know, I think they need better drafts, honestly.
Well, for that one, it still could have worked. It still could have worked, but really the roaming from Na'Vi, that was on point. That was on point. You knew it was going to come when the VS and the Ogre Magi was picked up.